Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we would like to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rakah, Kadash. Shout out double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And shout out to you brothers out there feeding the flock. It's motivating. And to you sisters out there listening, quietness and meekness. And today, we would like to talk about the importance of why we should try and to the best of our ability, sincerity, to obey the Most High. And how serious it is when we decide to rebel and not obey. And
Consequences.
there's consequences. And how and bad things will happen to us and to you if you don't obey the voice. And we're going to start with 2 Samuel chapter 21 verse 1.
Okay. This is 2 Samuel. This is 2 Samuel chapter 21. And matter of fact, Salaki, you want to start with what we was talking about earlier? Joshua chapter 9 verse 2. That they gathered themselves together to fight with Joshua and with Israel with one accord. And when the inhabitants of Gideon heard what Joshua had done unto Jericho and Ai, they did work willingly and went and made as if there were, as if they had been ambassadors, and took old sacks upon their asses and wine bottles old and rent and bound up, and old shoes and clotted upon their feet, and old garments upon them, and all the bread of their provisions was dried and molded. And they went to Joshua unto the camp of Gilgal, and said unto him, this is the point, and to the men of Israel, we be come from a far country. Now therefore make ye a league with us.
See, the Gibeonites, they had old shoes, moldy food, and they just, you know, if you could picture that, the Gibeonites was at sincere and at a lower state. At a lower state, you know. They had little power. You know, it was so obvious that they were not nowhere near the Israelites, us. You know. And they asked, can we be at peace with you? You know, they had a fear because,
They had fear because they didn't want to die, man. They knew that the Spirit of the Lord was with them, man.
Imagine someone coming to you like that, and he comes and he looks up to you knowing that you got the power to kill him, but he comes up to you in peace. I come in peace. I acknowledge that you're at a high standard. I acknowledge who you are and who you belong to. You know, please don't destroy us. You know, you're gonna have compassion if you're righteous. If you love Yahweh, you're gonna feel bad. Like, yo, don't even worry about it, man. If you come sincere, let's work something out.
Right. So the point is, all right. The point we're getting to is that the Gibeonites, okay, they asked. I'm gonna get to the point. It said, verse 6. Now therefore make ye a league with us. So they brought all that they can offer to the Israelites, and they wanted to make a league because they didn't want to die, man. All right, but what? King Saul took it upon himself, all right, to slay them, man, and to slew them, and to smite and kill them, man. And we made an oath unto them, all right? This is 2 Samuel chapter 21. 2 Samuel chapter 21, verse, let's see. Let me start at verse 1. Spirit. Then there was a famine in the days of David 3 years, year after year, and David inquired of the Lord, and the Lord answered, it is for Saul and for his bloody house, because he slew the Gibeonites. And that's the point. So the famine was because he slew the Gibeonites, who we just read about in Joshua the 9th chapter, that made a covenant and an oath with the Israelites that they would not slay them, man. All right. Okay. But what? He took it upon himself, all right, to kill them, man. Why? Because the Spirit of the Lord was not dealing with him, man. That's why the Lord removed King Saul from being king. All right. Joshua chapter 9, verse 20. Okay, it's Joshua chapter 9, verse 20. It says, this we will do to them. We will even let them live. See, because all the things that the Gibeonites did, they were sincere, man. They didn't want to die. They was like, look, y'all the Most High people, man. Whatever you want me to do, I'll do it. Right. You want my daughters? You want my cattle? Whatever you want, just don't kill me. I just want to live. All right? So Joshua chapter 9, verse 20. This we will do to them, the Israelites. We will even let them live, lest wrath be upon us because of the oath which we swore unto them. So we made an oath with them, man.
And look, man, look what it says. We will let them live. That goes to show how powerful we are. We're gonna let you live. That's powerful, you know. And for Saul to that's an easy kill. Yeah. That was an easy kill. That's an easy kill.
It wasn't spiritual, man. It wasn't spiritual.
That was wicked. That was so wicked for him to see. That's like you beating up a cripple. You see a cripple, and you just like.
Even though you made a promise that I won't slay these cripples, I'll let them live. Feel me? He took matters in his own hand, man.
He disobeyed.
He always disobeyed the Most High. That's why the Most High removed him from being king. He always disobeyed the voice of the Most High Yahweh Bashmi al-Shai. And when the voice of the Most High didn't come unto him, he went to the graves. He went to the witches to stir up the spirit of King Samuel, to see if King Samuel was going to let him know if the Most High was still dealing with him. And King Samuel was like, why did you awaken me from my sleep? He went back to the graves and asked King Samuel, like, is the Lord still dealing with me? He's not giving me visions. He's not talking to me. He's not answering my prayers. Right? Because he took matters into his own hands, man. He took the Most High Yahweh Shai's mercy for granted. And that's the point why we got to obey the voice of the Lord, man. Yes, and not take him for granted.
That's the main point. You got anything else,
Khan, Joshua chapter 9, verse 19. But all the princes said unto all the congregation, we have sworn unto them by the Lord God, Yahweh Bashmi al-Shah of Israel. Now therefore we may not touch them. So we wasn't supposed to touch them. So that's why the famine came in 2 Samuel chapter 21, verse 1. Then there was a famine in the days of Noah, in the days of David, 3 years, year after year. And David inquired of the Lord, and the Lord answered, and it was for Saul and for his bloody house, because he slew the Gibeonites. All right, so that's the point, man. All right, because he slew the Gibeonites. He wasn't supposed to slay them, man. We made a covenant with them, man. All right, Joshua 9 and 25. And now, behold, we are in thine hand, as it seemeth good and right unto thee, do unto us. So now we could have we could have killed them. All right, but what? We made an oath and a promise with them. They asked to be in a league with us, that we wasn't going to wipe them away. All right, they could be our slaves.
Yeah.
All right, that was the promise. That was the oath. All right, verse 26. And so did he unto them, and delivered them out of the hand of the children of Israel, that they slew them not, man. All right, so we didn't slay them, man. We didn't kill them. All right, but what? Then what? King Saul came, okay, all right, and took matters into his own hands when he was given the anointment of Yahweh Bashmi al-Shai, all right, to persecute them, when that was not of the Most High, man. That was of his own vain opinions. He wanted to do that. You read into the scriptures in the history, King Saul, all he did was go off, man. But what? The Lord set him up so that reincarnation in the last days, that what? They can go off and transgress the laws as commandments and be against the Most High again. Which is what? These other camps, man. The house of Saul, IUIC. All right, these other camps, they are against the house of David.
That's right.
You feel me? The house of David sticking to the law. They sticking to the covenant. They sticking to the oath. They sticking to the word. But what? They want to take matters into their own hands, SUPK, and hold up guns and shit. Knocking, banging on Esau.
Yeah.
Holding AKs-47 and shit. That's going against the scriptures, man. What do Zephaniah 3 and 8 say? Wait upon me till I rise up against the prey. What do Isaiah 40 and 31 say? Those that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. What does Isaiah 59 and 19 say? When the enemy coming as a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall. So, bro, it's just like, bro, you cannot go against these scriptures, man. You feel me?
Hey, so to end it with that, you know, let that put fear in your heart. You know, that the Lord punished Saul with famine because he disobeyed. You know, and don't take the Lord's kindness for weakness. You know, don't think you can go off and the Lord is not going to jack you up. You know, he'll eventually get you when you least suspect it. You know, so strive to obey. Strive to obey. You know, the importance of obeying. And, you know, we're not perfect in this thing. We're not. When we go off, we actually repent. We say, "I'm sorry, Yahweh," and help us. You know.
Through the Spirit, you know, just something I wanted to, something I was thinking about. But nah, brother, we're gonna go ahead and end it on that. You know, through the Spirit, kind. You know, the Spirit, power, Yahweh,
Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Rakah, Kadash, and I hope you were edified. Shalom.
Shalom.